the like prerequisites before learning the Salesforce, like Apex, those kind of languages. So I'm just encouraging this kind of stuff. That's it.
Okay.
Yes.
Uh, okay. So you generally you said that you don't have background skills and you want means uh, so and you have a little confusion in learning these things, right? This
Yeah.
is your question, right?
Yeah. This.
Yeah.
Yeah. Today this is the first class, so
So
I'm just confused. So.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I went too fast in the first class. Okay. So don't worry about that. So you will understand slowly
Yeah.
in
Okay. Yeah. No problem.
future
Yeah.
classes. Okay.
I discussed
Okay.
with a couple of friends. Those are already trained in Salesforce, so they also said the same thing. Because today is first class, right? So you may get confused. So later on we can.
Yeah.
Um,
So yeah, I will walk through again very basic things
yeah.
from
Sure. Like
starting
that.
now.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Give me a minute. So can you see my screen? Okay. So I will take a new screen.
The thing is, I can't find videos, but I searched in YouTube a couple of videos, but you never shared the links which is you shared in the YouTube. I
Yeah.
just
So what you
yeah,
can do is you can simply go through the link which I shared. So that it shows a playlist of 6 to 7 videos in ordered
yeah,
format,
67 videos.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you can start from video second, third, fourth, five, six. Okay.
Oh,
And
okay,
it's okay.
okay.
I am trying to log in. So first of all, have you guys taken login from Salesforce?
Oh no, not at all. So I need to create an
Okay.
account, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So if you have problem in taking login, give me a second. Okay. Um, I want to share some links to you where you can take the login from Salesforce Developer Edition. So here, so you can take Salesforce editions, means organizations or instances. So everything is same. So if a company want to use Salesforce applications, they have to uh, buy Salesforce.com licenses from Salesforce. So for suppose if a developer want to try things on on his own, he can't pay money to Salesforce to try, right? So there are two ways to take editions from Salesforce. Editions means instance, a server, a login where you can configure, where you can develop applications for your company. Okay. So there are two ways. One is by going into login.salesforce.com. You click on this link, it will be taking to the uh, this is the main login URL where every customer, every employee, all the 1.5 lakh customers, each and every company will be using lakhs of licenses. Okay, it depends on their employees, it depends on their partners like this. Okay, each and every person is using the same login. So if you take login, sign up for free from here, it asks you to put down some basic information. Okay, okay, and if you click on enter, you'll get a free trial for 30 days. It will expire in 30 days. Okay, so as a developer, you will be working for next means 10 years or 20 years, you don't know, and you want some unlimited edition. That's the reason there is a link for that. Go to developer.salesforce.com. Okay, developer.salesforce.com. Login.salesforce.com is the endpoint for logging into every app. Means the only one endpoint. So gmail.com is endpoint for logging into the Gmail app for millions of users, right? Millions of Gmail users. Same way, login.salesforce.com is the only endpoint for millions of Salesforce users again. So for taking the free trial edition, means for taking the developer edition, you have to go to developer.force.com, developer.salesforce.com, both are same. If you click on sign up, when you are taking organization from here, it won't expire at all. the organization you are taking from login.salesforce.com will expire in 30 days. Generally, the free trial edition is only for the business people who want to try Salesforce, and it's only for business people who want to try Salesforce for CRM or for sales or marketing application. For developers who needs to develop the applications and stuff, you need to take this edition, and this edition won't expire at all. And this edition is having special features of where you can develop Apex, where you can write coding, where you can build workflow rules, many things. Okay, so all the developer, what all he can do, so these guys have enabled for in the developer edition. You can use this for exploring all Salesforce options. So in the meantime, after finishing, like in between the training, I can share you the enterprise edition login also, where our company is using Salesforce Enterprise Edition for managing our internal applications. I can share you the developer sandbox login to you. Okay, Enterprise Partner Edition login. That's a different edition where it's uh, for enterprises. Okay, so for now, if you want to try Salesforce from your side, from your Gmail address or login, okay, just put down your information here and click on enter, sign up. Okay, it will send a email confirmation to you to reset your password, to put down your password or security question, and later on you can use the Salesforce Developer Edition for free for lifetime. And again, you need to set the passwords every 90 days. That's the thing. Okay, if you don't want to do that, also you can simply disable that option in your password policies. Anyway, I'm in this edition, so I took the login. I have developed some application also, that is Franchisee Force, which is selected here. Okay, and if I want to change my application from Franchisee Force to Survey Force, I will click on this. First, suppose if I'm working with any company that is Accenture, so if you join Accenture, they will be giving access to a lot of applications: the HR application, the payroll application, the leave submission application, and for your project, they will give some application to test you, to log your defects, to fix the defects like this, and you have to submit the hours in uh, the other application where it takes timesheets of you, where you're gonna put down the billed hours. Okay, and you can check your pay slips, everything in the payroll application. You can raise issues with the HR with the HR application. All these applications, okay, you have to log in and you have to try, right? So in the same way, when you log into Salesforce, the Salesforce means administrator or Salesforce technology head can give application access to you. For suppose if you are a sales guy, I can give sales application access and community access, IDOT access like this. And for suppose in terms of Accenture case, if you are an employee, I can give applications like um, for project management, payroll, HR, finance, and so if you have means any HR issues, that's HR application. You generally select HR application, so you will be seeing the HR application with HR tabs after switching this application, and you can create new requests to your HR like this. Okay, so here in this scenario, we are developing apps for CR means for sales, marketing, call center people. So Salesforce is already given that applications to you. So generally, most companies ask you to update the application, update the sales application which fits according to their requirement. So Salesforce have generally provided the very basic version, means a generic version which fits to all business. So can someone tell me what is the sales life cycle of uh, pharma company? What is the sales life cycle of iPhone, Apple company? So or any uh, mm, phone manufacturing companies. So if you take these two industries, you think there's a lot of difference. So generally, when you compare pharma companies like any Dr. Reddy's or thing, okay, these people don't deal with the customers. Okay, these people deal with the hospitals. Hospitals are their customers who sells, who recommends tablets or any medicine to the to the patients. Patients are not the customers of Dr. Reddy's because they are indirect customers. So what they do is, if if they made our hospital as their customer, if their doctor is recommending Dr. Reddy's products, patients will automatically buy. In terms of Apple, so Apple is using different type of CRM, or any phone company, Samsung or anything, because these people have to promote their products in a different directly to the customers. There is no mediators or persons to recommend HTC products are like this. Still, there are some partners who sells. I mean, there are some stores like who sells phones independently, but they can't judge their customer requirement, or they cannot even recommend some products to the customers. So in this case, in this phone companies or consumer related companies, they have to market to the customers with the marketing cloud. And here in the sales cloud, they don't deal with invoices on all this stuff. The retailers who are going to take bulk quantity from your company will sell things and will take invoices to the people. Invoices is not the part of your job, but when you are trying to sell it online, then you are going to use the invoice module also in your company for customers who are buying directly from your website, because HTC or Apple sells phones directly from their website. They sell it from retailers. They sell it from third-party retailers also, where it's not Apple reseller. Okay. So coming to the medicine, what you guys are you guys are buying. So generally you can't buy medicines from online. So Dr. Reddy's have to market with, or any company, pharma company have to do some different CRM. So the CRM of pharma companies will be like, the sales reps will be giving commissions to the doctors, will be giving commissions to the hospitals. They generally talk to the hospitals. Okay, they travel, they go to the field to each and every hospital. So in the both these requirements, one CRM will not fit for both the companies. So Salesforce have generally provided a very generic CRM, so they can modify the sales, marketing, or call center app according to their needs. Coming down to the pharma companies, they don't have very good call center module. They generally need only the sales module or marketing module. Only sales module is main thing, who sells in bulk quantities, who get commissions. But coming to the Apple, they need very strong service module, because if there is any issue with the phone, they have to fix it with the call center cloud, okay, with the service cloud, right? So it depends. So whichever company is picking, so so they will ask the requirements according to their company industry or company needs. We have to do it accordingly by creating some new fields, by creating some new objects. For suppose if you feel that the CRM won't work for you and you need to implement some other new thing, that is supply chain management for your company, where your company triggers new material, means it's asked for new material based on the production. It's like a supply chain. For suppose if your customers are asking for 500 products, you have to prepare 500 products, and you have to maintain the same supply chain even for acquiring materials also. You have to acquire 500 materials, means each module of materials for making the phone, 500 phones. Okay, got it? So there are lot of tools for supply chain management. For suppose for making a phone, you need 70 independent modules. Okay, so generally you are not preparing any of these modules, you are outsourcing to third-party vendors, or you are making some of them. Okay, that's fine. But if you are outsourcing to third-party companies, if based on the customer demand, you are going to request vendors that number of products, that number of small parts, so that you are going to merge it in your units, and you are going to distribute to the customers. After finally you are going to deliver to the customers. So this is how. So if some customer needs this type of application, yes, you can build in Salesforce very quickly, with less number of time and with less number of resources. So that's what I'm showing you in the first class. So I'm clicking on setup. For suppose if you want to modify the existing applications, see each and every application have a tabs, right? So you remember that there are important tabs in Marketing Cloud is campaigns and leads. Important tabs in Sales Cloud is accounts, contacts, opportunities, leads is starting point again, forecasting, all these things you can see. Everything is an object here. See, in custom, if you expand customize, everything is an object accounts. If you want to modify the account fields or if you want to add new fields according to your business requirement, come here, click on new fields. I showed you this option. There is one more option, that is very simple option to create field. So for creating a field in account object, this is one way. You can select the type of field what you want to select. You might be knowing if you want to track the customer's email address, use email field. So for if you want to track the um, city or state information, use checklist values where it's a drop down values where you can do it. So I showed you the other way to create fields and relationships. If you click on schema builder, this is the place. Schema builder is a simple online tool, okay, is an application which is really useful to create to create apps fields. So let's see if you want to, because account is already created, object is already created by Salesforce, right? It's not created by you. Whenever you're taking addition from Salesforce, this will be always available in system. So you can see this in customize. All the standard options what we can modify is available in customize, accounts, leads, campaigns, contacts, opportunities, codes, everything. Okay, a lot of things. Okay, these are all standard configurable options. If you want to create new things, yes, you click on create objects. For suppose the third requirement which I said that I need to build a supply chain management software on cloud for your customer or employer who hired you, click on objects. So this is the place where you can build custom objects. When you build custom objects, when there is a custom requirement. For suppose if your current company needs only sales application, yes, you can use this sales application and you can modify a little bit by adding new fields. In the requirement, if customer is asking some new module which is not available with Salesforce, you have to create a new custom object from here. So this, by clicking on this, you can create new custom object. What is a custom object? So if you know about SQL or any database thing, so you can create tables in the database. So first of all, you create database name with some uh, MYDB that is called my database. My database is the database name, or I can even create your company database called my company database, XYZ database. Okay, that's the database name. Inside the database, you can create a number of tables. What's a table? Table is useful to store your company's data. For suppose if you want to store your employee data, what you do? You create an employee table and you have to clearly mention when you're creating table how many columns should be there, what is the column names and what is the column property. For suppose employee name is a string. I want 6 columns in the employee table. Employee means it's an object. In database terms, it's called table. In general terms, it's called object. In employee table, I want employee name, employee ID, employee age, employee salary, employee city, employee state. There are 6 fields I want to track about my company employees. Then I will create 6 fields inside in my database, that is employee table. In this requirement, so that's what I'm doing here. See, I'm creating employee. So this is one way of creating object. I'll show you the other better way to create the object. Now I will show you the how to create the similar requirement in Salesforce. Okay. So if you want to create new components in Salesforce, click on Elements. So now the requirement is I have to create an object. Drag and drop this. It's asking to create a new object. See the same options you can see here also. This is one way of creating it. I'm not restricting you guys to use this. You can use this also, but this takes some time. So I want you to do it really fast. So now I'm creating employee object. Employee. What is the plural form of employee? Employees. Okay. And employee name is the this is the default field. When I'm creating an object, at least I need one field inside it. That is the reason I'm giving employee name here. Or that's employee. That's a text value, means string. So the default value which I'm creating the object can have two type of data, that is a text value or auto number field. What is auto number field? I'll show that later. And as a for suppose if you want to track reports and dashboards on this, click on allow reports. If you want to track activities, means if you want to add attachments, if you want to add tasks for this object, click on this. So I will talk about this in coming scenarios. What are this and why is this useful? For suppose if this is a very important object, okay, if you want to add attachments for the employee, okay, or some employee attachment like employee ID like this, you can allow activities where I can even means allow activities useful for creating meetings. Sorry, forgotten. So activities is useful to create events and tasks. For suppose if I want to schedule a meeting with an employee, I can put down, I can come to the record and I can create new task or create new event. That's what I can do. I will show that option in the account, clients object. So I'm here clarifying the things where you get confused on why we're using Salesforce for developing custom requirements. Okay. So if I click on any account name, means if I click on any client name, it shows the client information. So activities means this. For suppose this is a client, EZ2Tech is a company. If you want to schedule a meeting with EZ2 team or company people, I'm going to log it, open activity here by clicking on new task. Means I'm a sales guy who sells products to EZ2 technologies, and I'm internally trying to create a task for myself to talk to Sumant and demo him about the products what our company offers to EZ2 Tech. So what's a new event? I can create a new meeting with the company people. This is the, if you want to interact with these people, if you want to log all these things in your system, you can use this. Okay. In terms of support, means Service Cloud, whenever a customer care rep is trying to call you, he generally logs each and everything. What are the things, what's happening with you, you will log each and everything when you called, what all you discussed on the call, everything will be logged, okay, for future purposes. Okay, that's what, even though when you call to any customer care, they say that each and everything is getting recorded, right? They are everything they are going to store in the log. Same way, so for suppose if I want to schedule any meetings or tasks personally to this account, so I have created a simple task, demo him to Sumant related to EZ2 technologies, due date before 30th December. Before 30th December, I have to talk to this guy. This is a simple task which I created on my own on the system. That's what it's showing here. So if you want this type of requirements, yes, I can select this simple option, that is activities. So, and what is track field history? Track field history is to track important fields. For suppose I'm changing a value on the account object, that is account number or account name. So if that is important field in your object, you can track it. So from what data, what it's sorry, for suppose if the account name is EJ to Tech 1 is the actual account name, I'm changing to EJ to Tech 2. Then in my field track history, it shows that, see, so in the activity history, it shows that, okay, that account name has been modified from this to EJ to 1 to EJ to 2 by this person. Like this, it will be shown on date also, it will show it. If you feel there is important object and you need to track the changes happening on that object, you can simply check this option. Okay, let's click on save. Now there is an employee object created in the system. Okay, don't worry about this lookup relationship. So these are relationships between objects. Okay, so you might be knowing, means if you know a little bit of SQL concepts. So employee details is a table, means that's what I'm creating now, employee. I will create the 6 other fields which I talked about to you. Employee age is calculated in number field, right? I'm going to calculate employee age. I'm using the number component here from here and dragging on the employee object. That is age, right? Length is 18, no, not required. 4-digit value is enough for human beings. They don't do more than, okay, they don't do more than 3-digit, right? Yeah. For suppose if they live 100 years, that's okay. 1100, okay. I'm clicking on save. That's the age of the employee. And employee ID I need to calculate. That's the number field. I think that is the number field. I'm clicking on save. That's 18-digit value. And employee city, I want to give SF Orlando, Kansas, Dallas. I'm giving some sample cities. Okay. Mm.
Hi, Ankit. Asif here. I got a question.
Yeah.
Uh, if I need to, like do the amendment after creating, the field, suppose, like as you just created the age field, I just
Mm-hmm.
want to delete it for that by the schema builder. Can we do that?
Yes,
Delete
I can do that.
or edit?
Yeah, sure, I can do that.
Uh,
I'll do that. I'll show that option to
if,
you. So right click on this, delete option. If I click on delete, this will be removed from the current object and it will be still available on the object, but it's available only for
mm-hmm.
30 days or 15 days. Yeah, 15 days, it's only available for 15 days. I have to click on this. When I'm deleting, it asks for a confirmation. Yes, I need to want to delete it. So the data what's in this object. For suppose, after creating the object, you can create millions of records in this employee object, right? If there are millions of employees in your company, you create millions of records. When you delete a field, it's saying that all the data will be cleared and you can delete the record.
Or if you need to modify something or add something on it.
Yeah, I can do that. Double click on it. I can even modify the length of. So what all I'm creating now is called metadata. Backend means table structure. That's the schema of the object. So in future, I will show you how to create the data inside it. So the table what I am creating is only for the schema of the table, and with after creating the table properly, object properly, I can insert millions of records into this data. Same thing like this. If I click on clients object, if I click on new, see, there are a lot of fields. Same way, I want to show you how to accept employee name, employee ID, employee number. I can create millions of records in the systems. That's what enterprises want, right? So these are all the records, custom recent accounts,
Hmm.
all accounts. So these are all the accounts in the system. Same way you can store millions of employees in your system. So to store this type of data, first of all, you have to create the object and fields according to the requirement. If that is the employee, so you don't need to worry about what fields you have to create. Your employer, so the customer will tell you, hey, I want to track this field. I want to track employee age. I want to track employee city. I want to track employee salary also. That's in currency field. I'm dragging and dropping the currency field here.
Mhm.
It is salary.
Yeah.
And again, I want to give 10-digit length and 2 decimals, because you can get in cents also sometimes. That's okay. So now your currency is in uh, 10 plus 2, uh, 10-digit dollars, 2-digit
Right.
uh,
So
decimals. Yeah.
I got the for question for the regarding currency as well. Can we do the multi-currency like pounds, dollar in one time?
Yeah, yeah, you can enable that option to you, because by default Salesforce gives the dollar currency, but some enterprises are globally available and they need to price the products in terms of different currencies, different type of uh, currencies available in the world, right? So you can enable the multi currencies, and Salesforce will automatically give the different currency conversions also accordingly.
Right.
Yeah, but you have to ask Salesforce support to enable that feature. Okay, that's very simple. So whenever you raise a case, if you go to help, they will ask you to raise a case inside Salesforce system. Okay, so that they will enable the multi-currency feature in your system. Once you have enabled the multi-currency feature, you cannot disable that. That is the reason for some people who don't want all the currency things who are available only in US, so they can simply use this. Okay.
Right. You're good. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So yeah, we enable these multi-currencies for most of the Indian companies. They enable that, and they generally try that. Okay. And see, I am leaving this feature. So I showed you multiple options. You can also create objects from here, from the create, clicking on objects. So these are all the existing objects, custom objects in the system. But if you want to create new custom object, click on this. So there is a simple link given by Salesforce, also schema builder link. By clicking on this, it opens the same schema builder application from here. And there's an option to create different type of fields. See, phone field. Okay, for suppose let's create the phone field also. Draw 6 fields inside your employee record. I'm saving it. Now, in your employee object, there are 6 fields. That is employee name, phone, salary, city, employee ID, and age. These are the values you have to provide, but Salesforce is automatically calculating, created by, lost, modified by, and owner. These fields are useful for suppose if there are thousands of employees in your company. If you want to know who created that record, you have to use this field. I'll show that to you. Now I'm going to create a simple tab for employee. To access this employee object, I have to use a tab. What is a tab? Tab is a visual representation that is like this to link to an object. What happens in general ways is any building Java applications or .NET applications, .NET or any PHP applications. First of all, you have to create the object with the programming languages, with the SOQL queries, SQL queries in their database, because there are different type of databases: Oracle, Microsoft one, IBM, and open source MySQL. Okay, you have to add different type of queries based on the different database what you are using. After creating the employee table, okay, later on you have to write the Java application or any .NET application or PHP application programmatically, we have to write the visual front-end user interface. We have to write the CSS, JavaScript, HTML, form tags, and whenever you're clicking on the tab, means whenever you're clicking on a button, you have to open that object. All these things you have to do. But here I will show you the simple things. With a simple drag and drop, you created the object. So it took around less than 2 minutes for us. Now go back to the. Now I want to create a tab for my object. Means for creating data, I need the visual representation or access point where I can access the records, where I can create the new records. I'm clicking on tabs. This option is available in setup, create, tabs. I cannot create tabs from the schema builder. Tabs only can be created from create option. I'm clicking on new. So now I'm creating a tab for employee object, that is this. I'm selecting a color tab style for this. So employee is a person, that's the reason I'm selecting the people. Okay. I can give some description, short description about this employee object, what you are going to track, what you are going to store in this object. That's fine. So this is the tab access to the profile. I want to give the default on permission to all the people. So there are different type of settings: default on, default off, tab hidden. Default on means it's available on the main tabs. Okay, these are the main tabs available in sales application. Default off means default off tab is available, but it's not available on the main tabs. It's available on all tabs. See, this is called all tabs. See, all tabs. If I'm clicking on new tab, it shows all the tabs available, accessible by you. See, these are all the tabs accessible by you. You can also see products tab, that is this. So for suppose a charter tab, that is here, campaigns tab, that is here, claims tab, that is here, everything is here. This is all tabs. So don't worry about home tab. Home tab won't be available here. Yeah, it's also here. Oh, yeah. Home tab is also available. So home tab is a combination of many things. So let's come to the tab creation, which is here. So tab on means it's available on the main tabs. Default on means available on the main tabs. Default off means available on all tabs, not on main tabs. Okay. If it is default on, it's available on here. It's available on all tabs also. Okay. If it is tab hidden, you cannot see the tab. Okay. So generally, I can provide default on for all the people. Means one thing for all people. If I want to apply different settings, I can especially for custom support profile, I can use tab hidden. Okay. I can use tab hidden for this guy. I can use tab off for this guy. Like this, I can set different levels of tab visibility to different people, different set of people, and I'm clicking on next. This is tab visibility settings when you're creating tab. The last and final step is third step, and you can in this step you can add your tab to any of the applications. For suppose the requirement is I have to add my tab to the sales application, not to other applications. Then what I will do is I will exclude all these things, and I will include only in the sales application, that is here. Okay. Else I want to include only in the Salesforce application, that is at the end. I'm clicking on save. Now what happens? My employee tab is only visible in. See, my employee tab is not visible here. My employee tab only is visible in Salesforce, and even all tabs also. Obviously, it shows in all tabs. See, my employee tab is visible here on the Salesforce. By clicking on this, I want to create the data inside employees record. I'm clicking on new. I'm really worried here that my fields are not shown here. I have created five fields. Sixth field is this, means this is the first field. The next five fields I am not showing here. It's not showing the here. For adding these fields here, so you created fields, but you have not added on the user interface. Coming down to any other programming languages, you have to write line by line code to create the forms. This is called form. Okay, but here in Salesforce, simply click on this. This is called quick access menu. You can access edit layout from here. Click on edit layout to modify the layout of employee object. So each and every object will be having a layout. What's the use of layout is? Layout is helpful to create the view, front-end view, what people can access, what people can see on the employee object or employee tab, right? Employee tab is very directly related to the employee object. We have created the relationship. It's only user interface. This is the employees tab. This is the employee object. So to add the field values here, I'm clicking on edit page layout. I came here. I want to add the fields on my layout. I show you how easy it is to add records to the, so how easy to add fields to the page layout. So created by is already here. Employee ID I want to add here. Phone number I will add here. Salary I will add on the right side. Okay, I am clicking on save. See. Now when I click on employee object, when I click on new employee object, I got this information: employee name, age, ID, phone number, city, salary. So now I can store my employee data in this object. For suppose Nikhil, age 26, and employee ID, something I'm giving it here. Okay, I think it's a number field. Okay, and a phone number I'm giving something, right? And city I'm giving it as Dallas. Salary I'm giving this. I'm clicking on save. Now see, this is the record created in the system. If you click on employee tab, the Nikhil Reddy record is here, which is in the database now, in the Salesforce database. Okay. For suppose, if I want to know what all the projects done by employee Nikhil, means I have to, means Nikhil have worked on 4 projects in the current company, in my company. I want to store all the products what this guy have done it. Okay. So for that, I have to create a new object to track the employee Nikhil's projects. Okay. And I have to build a relationship from projects object to employee object, so that each and every employee can do multiple projects. That's the reason there will be 4 to 5 projects under Nikhil that will be stored here in the child. These are called related list items. Okay, or child objects. They call child object data. You can see it in this screen. For suppose if you go to the client, I'm going on opening any client that is UCM. So UCM is education institution, and they are our customers. If you click on this, okay, this is the account. So these are the people under contacts of this UCM. These are the opportunities under UCM. These are the cases under UCM. Same way, for the employee, I will create projects. I will create 1, 2, 3, 4 projects. That's called project related lists. So that Nikhil Reddy projects will be seen here in the same way. For that requirement, okay, if this is my requirement, I'll do it now. Go to schema builder. So create a project first. Projects, project name, text, that's fine. I don't need to select all this stuff. Click on save. That's fine. Okay. Now remember, I mean, what I said is I want to make the project object the child object of employee. Means I have to build a relationship between project and employee. Now these two are independent objects. If I want to build, if I want to relate both these objects, I have to create relationships. These three are relationship fields in Salesforce. So this is the object. These are the fields for calculating, summarizing. Auto number is auto number field which automatically increments based on the records what you are creating. For suppose if you are creating invoices in your system, so if you have given the invoice type is invoice account auto number, automatically it sets the invoice number to your invoice, then I can give INV hyphen 00001. The next invoice will be INV hyphen 00002. Like this I can do with auto number field. Formula field is useful to calculate values on your record. For suppose based on your salary I can calculate taxes. That I can do it by dragging and dropping here, and taxes I am paying to government. Tax return type is currency because I want to calculate currency only. I can even calculate, it depends on your requirement. My requirement is to calculate taxes, the amount of money what you are paying to government. 2 decimal places, that's fine. And so the requirement is salary, right? So employee object is here, right? Employee salary, click on it, automatically inserts here into, if the tax is 15% or 30%, 30, okay, by 100. This is the only tax what you're paying to government, okay? So if there is no value here, treat the blank fields as zeros. That's the fine. I don't want to make this field blank. I want to make it zeros instead of blank value. Let's click on save. Now I showed you how to create the formula field. So when you go to the employee record, click on edit. So first time I have to do that, okay? See, I haven't added here on the layout. Every field which I am adding from schema builder need to be added onto the layout. This is called layout. I can show you. You can also access layout from different way. That's the old way of accessing the layouts. Go click on setup. Setup is the place to build new stuff, to modify stuff. Okay. Click on create. Click on objects. Now click on employee. Okay. It is the employee object. I'm clicking on this. So I went to the employee object backend page. This is how it looks like. The backend, the object information. See, this is the employee object information. This is the employee fields. See, same fields which are created from schema builder. You can see it here, everything. And you can also see the layouts here, page layout. The same layout I am modifying from the different place. Text is already added here. That's what I have done, right? I can close it directly. So you have multiple ways to access different things, okay? For payloads you can access from quick access menu. The other way is going to the object, going to the page layout section, clicking on edit. That's one way. Now the requirement is I have created the object. Now these three are relationship fields. Now I'm trying to build a relationship field between project and employee. So now I have to drag the relationship field, that is lookup or master detail relationship, onto the project object. Now it's asking to create the related to, okay, employee. See, I'm relating this current field to employee. Now means the employee field on the project object is related to the employee object. Okay, got it? The employee field is related to the employee object. Now I have built a relationship from project to the employee, that is lookup relationship. See, lookup relationship from project to employee. Now that's it. Now I want to show you, if I want to add the project details on the employee object, again I have to go back to the layout, edit layout. So now project is the child object. So I'm going back again to the schema builder. So in this case, I want to show you what is child object, what is parent object. Okay. So in this case, employee is the parent object, project is the child object. As the relationship is coming from project to employee, is coming from project and going to employee. Now employee is the parent object and project is the child object in this relationship. Okay. But in this relationship, employee is the child object and user is the parent object. In this relationship, employee is the child object and user is the parent object. In this relationship, project is the child object, user is the parent object. In this relationship, employee is the parent object, project is the child object. Okay. Remember, so for one employee record, there will be multiple project records. The symbol indicates that, okay, one is too many. Now I'm going to add for that. So I'm clicking on updated list items, that is here. These are fields. I'm modifying the fields till now. Now I'm trying to modify the related lists. Clicking on this, it will take to the related list. These related list items are available in the bottom of the page. Okay. If you see, there is a project section available here. I'm dragging and dropping the projects. Okay, that's fine. I'm clicking on save. Before saving, I will repeat it again. For modifying fields, click on fields. It shows this information. This information, you can add the fields, drag and drop. You can do this. For modifying the buttons, I can click on buttons. I can remove, for suppose if you don't want to give the edit permissions on this layout, I can remove the edit button also, like this. See, it's removed. I don't want to do it. If you want to do, if you want to add the child object records on the parent object, related list items. So I'm not seeing the client object or opportunities object on this. I'm seeing only projects object only. The reason why it is showing here is this is the only object which is child to this, right? There is only project. That's why I've already added here. I'm clicking on save. Save. Now go back to the employee record. Click on refresh. This is the first page I have opened. Okay. Also, I'm clicking on, once again, I'm the employee object. I'm clicking on nickel ready, which is already created by me. See, here is the project section. I'm clicking on new. Gone BOFA. This is the project, Bank of America. I'm clicking on clone. Oh, I've forgotten to do one thing. Again, I have to click on edit on this project record. See, this access menu, whichever object, whichever thing, whichever object I have. So I'm clicking on edit layout. It takes to that layout only. See, as I'm on the project object, it's taken to the project layout. I'm adding the employer here. I'm clicking on save. Now I'm going to map it to the queue. Earlier, I don't have this type of mapping available. Now I have done that. Now go back to again employees, click on new. Oh, uh, I think Asif and Faizan. Okay, so this class is for other participants. I think you guys already know these things. Okay. Uh, okay. So I think it won't be useful for you, but if you want to be on the call, you can be on the call. Okay, that's fine. So let's go with Karthik. Employee ID, some information I'm giving, and phone number I'm giving some information, and save. I'm saving it. See, I show you the tax automatically allocated from this. That is 30% is $82,905.60 because this is a formula field, right? And I'm clicking on new project. So it automatically maps Karthik Reddy when I'm creating the project name under Karthik. So now I'm giving it as Bax is the project name. That's fine. So now I can clone one more time. I can create phase 3. Again cloning because the same guy is doing multiple projects. Phase 4. Again I'm cloning it. Phase 5. Again I'm cloning it because I'm getting multiple projects. Clone means copy and new. Okay. 6. Done. Now I'm going to the parent object. If I want to go to parent object, no need to click on employee, all this stuff. As project is related to the employee object, click on this Karthik Reddy. Okay, on that, if you click on it, it shows Karthik Reddy has worked on this project. Very simply, I'm showing this information in a single view. Okay, got it? Now we have done a simple requirement, that is built a object, two objects, employee and projects. We built a relationship from projects to employee, and you have built down some beautiful tab, and you've configured some fields for employee. You created fields and you added onto the layout, means you have built the complete front end also. The same thing you have done, but you have not done other things for project because there is no fields created on the projects object, right? Just got it. So open activities, because I am getting this thing information because I have enabled the activities option on the when I'm creating the employee object. That's what I'm seeing it here. So with employee, I can try to create a new event. What is a new event? It's a meeting or a calendar event. So meeting on performance review. So your HR or your can do this, or your manager can create a request related to employee record, and I can also add invites. I can also invite some other contacts, or I can also invite some other leads. Okay, and I can also do invites from here also. I can click on the meeting starts on 28 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Okay. Now there is a you can see this event here. So meeting on for 40 minutes overdue. Started before. Yeah. 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 This is the meeting and this is the due date. This meeting start from 8 p.m. Means in a couple of minutes. 3 minutes only. Yeah, that's it. What else? If you have any questions, you can ask. And as I said, Faizan and Asif. So you guys, I think, are already done with these topics. Karthik, Akshay, Nikhil, and Ravi. So if you have any questions, so I mean, Nikhil, have you got the things now? Why are we creating objects? Why are we using Schema Builder to create this stuff? Okay.
Yeah, yes, I can understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I want you, all the 4 people, to go through the videos which I shared with you. Okay. So you can join in the regular class. It's going to be on 8 p.m. EST or 7 p.m. in the Central Time. You ready in the evening?
Okay.
So I think so. The other participants, the 2 participants who joined today, also are from the same batch. I think these topics are already covered for them.
Okay.
Right. So
Hey.
I will be in the call. Yeah, Faisal. Yeah.
Hey, sorry, I want to ask you, was there any class on Thursday,
On Thursday.
the 25th on Christmas Day? I know there was no class on Friday, but Thursday also there wasn't.
Yeah, there's no class on Thursday and Friday.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to confirm. So when are we going to continue regular classes from Monday, or are we still waiting for other participants?
Yeah, from Monday we are going to start the regular classes from Monday.
Okay. Are we going to restart everything, or are we continuing from wherever we left off?
Yeah, well, I'm going to I can tell the topics if you have any questions on the previous topics, and I can start from where we stopped. Okay.
Oh, okay.
We can recontinue this topic, resume the things. Okay.
Okay, perfect.
So the other people, the 4 people, are going to join the same batch. So that's the reason I'm going to cover the topics if they are getting confused on things. Okay. We'll be working on automation, emails automation and stuff, communication templates, automation, business automation. We are going to work on tomorrow's topic. Okay.
Okay, understood.
Yeah. Thanks, Rajat. And Akshay, Karthik, and Nikhil and Ravi, you can be still on the call. So if you have any questions, I'm here to speak.
So when we will going to start development?
Development will be, means after finishing the administration, we will be starting the development concept. Okay. So I hope in a week or so, in less than a week, we'll be finishing the admin part. Okay.
Right.
I will take some additional classes for the other additional people who joined recently. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Venkat, are we done with the validation rules and stuff? I mean, are you gonna continue from tomorrow or?
So validation rules are done. So we are going to continue from workflow rules from tomorrow, which is not in the videos also.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you have any questions on validation rules, yeah, you can bring up now. Yeah. So I think in the video there is an issue at the end. I fix it in the next class. Okay. You can check that.
So I mean, are the 6 videos only we need to go through, Venkat, or are there any more videos we need to still cover up?
Yeah, that's the 6 videos. I think I added a couple of more. I mean 7 and 8 also. There are very small videos. You can check it out.
Okay.
So you can leave the first video because I already taught you the same demo class for you also, and first 2 classes are same thing which I taught you first day. and the remaining 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 are the classes you have to watch, where it says very basic button click topics. Okay.
Okay.
So that's the reason. I'm happy to connect you tomorrow morning, every time, whenever if you have any issues, or else we can set up one more call on 2 p.m. Okay, 2 p.m. EST is fine for you.
Okay.
So all the four you can join 2 p.m. EST. So we
Okay.
can still work. So
Yes, fine,
or else
fine.
we can. If you want me to join at 4 o'clock, 4 p.m., that's fine. We can do a call for 1 hour again. And on the evening class, we can start with the automation, business automation. That is workflow rules and things. So this topic is a new topic and which is not related to the old topics. If we are missing 1 or 2 videos also, that's fine. Okay. But I want to make sure that you guys have gone through all the videos,
Yeah.
all the.
Yeah.
So if you have any trouble particular to any topic, you can just mark it and you can ask questions in tomorrow's afternoon class. Okay. I can send the meeting invitation to you. You can also ping me when the available time for you guys, 2 p.m. or 4 p.m. anytime, so that we can connect class for 1 hour of that.
Okay.
Okay, Venkat.
So and make sure that you created the developer free edition also. You got the
Yeah.
link, right? I will send the email on that, or else I can even put down the things on chat. Okay, how to take the edition, the simple link. Okay, click on sign up, go developer.force.com, click on sign up and take it. Okay, that's here, right? Yeah, thanks guys. Karthik, and so yeah, the 4 guys. So if you know some people who are like who are graduating, so can you share the information to the people so that we'll try to reach. I will talk to Sumant and Shashi on the same, and we will try to reach them on the. Okay. Can you
Okay, sure,
refer
Venkat.
people
Yeah.
who are So from your college, if you know some people as you three are from different colleges, can you refer some people? So those who are interested on any skill, so just let us know. Okay.
Okay, Venkat.
So let Sumant and me or Shashi know, so we can plan some demo for them. Okay. Yeah. Thanks, guys. I'm closing the call for today. If you
Yeah.
have any questions, we'll be meeting again on tomorrow afternoon. You can ping me the available time. So all the 4 guys can join tomorrow. Actually, I think as you are new, right? I can also share you the you have to see all the 7 videos, okay? The demo video and the next 6 videos.